on.
So, Jordan, how about those VGAs?
More like very gay, am I right?
I don't know, that joke was
Alright.
funnier the first time.
Hey everybody, welcome to episode 10 of the Drawing the Games episode.
The Very Gay Podcast. I'm
I
Jonathan.
don't know what happened. I messed that entire thing up. Alright, redo.
Redo? Should we restart the
You
recording?
can't even go back. No. Please, God. Don't do that stupid joke again.
Okay, don't do the joke again.
That's stupid.
Okay.
Oh, whatever. Let's just keep going. Welcome to episode 10. This is a very special episode. It's our 10th episode special.
Yeah, 10 whole episodes. Can you believe it, folks?
Wow, we survived for so long. Jonathan must be 99 at this point.
Yeah. I'm like 8,375 days into this time on Earth.
What? How long until your 10,000 days, Jonathan?
Oh, I think I got the math wrong. It's supposed to be like when I'm 27 in the middle of April.
Well, Jonathan, we have to be prepared for this because chances are we're going to unrecord something at some point and record an entire episode without knowing that one of us has unrecorded something.
Oh, yeah.
we're going to record a whole like 3 hours again. We're like, oh dear God.
Yeah, why would that happen? That would never happen to us. We're podcasting
Yeah, wink, wink.
level 2.
Nudge.
I have a pop filter that I made out of a coat hanger and nylon.
Send me a picture and I'll put it up on the picture over here.
Yeah, I will put it up.
What in the world was that? Just go into ASMR mode.
Yeah, for this very special episode, we're gonna do an entire episode that's
Yeah,
just ASMR.
For the love of God. I can't watch guys do that kind of stuff. Did you see on my Twitter what I accidentally liked?
No, but now I'm prompted to, go check your Twitter now.
It won't matter. I just put, don't forget the last tweet I tweeted. I accidentally liked something. I've done that before. I don't know how it happens. I guess I just click on stuff and I randomly hit like by accident.
Oh, that relatable feel when...
When you like a video without wanting to like it?
Yeah, this is why I don't link my YouTube with my Twitter account. Because the functionality is just atrocious.
You don't really make too much content on YouTube, though.
No.
But the last thing you did was the Venom review. Right?
Yeah. I did a review of Venom on my Snapchat, and then I exported it to my YouTube channel. You can check it out at youtube.com/BacchusDM.
Yeah, because people are gonna know how to spell that.
Yeah, I know. That's why it's a terrible username. No one knows how to spell it.
Am I not subscribed to you anymore?
I don't know.
Huh. I'm not seeing anyone here. You shut down your YouTube channel.
No? Maybe you spelled it wrong.
I knew it. I don't make any videos either, so what am I complaining about?
Well, this is also a special episode because we're going to be talking about the VGAs of 2018, the Video Game Awards, the only video game awards in the entire world.
Well, not the only video game awards, but, we'll get to that later.
The only one that's televised and the only one with any merit whatsoever. It's this one, this right here, the Video Game Awards.
Hey, Jonathan, you spelled keyboard wrong.
What?
The Video Game Award. Why is it just called the Video Game Awards? Do you think that about our title or something?
Yeah, you would think
Seems very
that.
standard.
It's just it's so that it appears monolithic. It appears like the monoculture of all things video game to give it some relevancy. It's like the Oscars or the Grammys.
I have heard it being described as the Oscars of the video game world.
Yeah, the one guy who is like, F the Oscars. at the beginning of the
yeah,
video
that was
game
pretty rough.
rewards, and then his game didn't even get his game didn't win.
Was it at the Video Game Award? It wasn't there last year. Oh, this year you mean?
Yeah, this year.
It wasn't nominated.
I can't remember.
Oh no. Oh no, it was nominated for something. Was it nominated for best indie game or
I
something?
think so. Yes.
I don't remember exactly.
So it just
By the way, if you could hear my keyboard, I've been trying to get a different microphone.
or a different keyboard. We're going back into ASMR mode, folks.
You can't do keyboard for ASMR. It's way too loud.
Clearly you've never listened to the 3 hours of.
Clearly, I've listened to more than you have.
Have you ever? No.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Yes, I have. Excuse me.
3 hours
Why
of
wait, are
3
you-
hours of GameCube controller clicking and clacking.
Why are you listening to that?
Uh,
That's too loud.
it reminds me of crabs on the beach.
I don't even know what kind of kinks you have, but that's how it works.
Why is ASMR inherently sexual for you?
For me, what did I ever say it was?
'Cause-
I was making a joke.
Because you said I was listening to ASMR, and then you just went ahead and said kinks. You brought kinking into it. You're trying to kink shame me.
Oh God, I don't want to even know what your kinks are.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to get into this. What are you making? What is this noise? What is this feeling?
You know what else I'm making? I'm making a sleeping mat out of plarn.
Plarn?
Plarn.
Just a word you made up?
What?
Plarn?
It's a real word. It's a portmanteau of plastic and yarn. It's plarn.
Oh, Plarn for the Middle Ages, eh?
Yeah, you see, I just take a bunch of shopping bags, plastic, that I don't want anymore. I cut them into strips. I tie those strips together, and then I get plarn that I can use to crochet with.
You need a life.
I'm trying to make a life for
What do you do with
myself
life?
and trying to recycle all of these bags I don't need so that they don't end up in a landfill or the ocean or in a sea turtle's neck.
Screw the ocean.
Wow, that's so fatalistic. We've only got 12 years
Fatalistic.
left before the planet becomes irreversibly damaged.
It's specifically 12 years, the way they've said.
Yeah, it's specifically 12 years. That's just an estimate, but I'm sure there's like a plus or minus margin of error somewhere in there.
So the apocalypse is coming.
And there's not really an apocalypse event. It's just that's the point where we can't fix the planet anymore, and then it just goes all downhill from there. Instead of like just a steady like plateau of just being okay.
So let me ask you, Jonathan, if there was an apocalypse, do you think you could survive?
Probably not.
If there was like a zombie apocalypse?
A zombie apocalypse? No. I would support people as much as I can, but I wouldn't anticipate getting out of there in one piece.
What kind of zombies are we talking? Are we talking about running zombies or walking zombies?
Oh, running zombies, I would definitely not survive. But walking
I mean, if you stayed
zombies,
in your house, I feel like it would be that bad.
yeah, I would just have to move into the polar ice caps so that zombies would just have to walk on the seafloor to get their food.
That's true. I don't know if they can make it through water.
And then maybe a shark will eat them or something.
And then you have zombie sharks. I don't know if that'd be better.
Well, maybe.
Depending on how the infection spreads, I guess.
Okay, well,
Is it airborne?
is this our interesting topic? Are we just going to start off on this? If
What,
you,
surviving a zombie apocalypse?
Yeah.
I was just wondering, since you said apocalypse. Well, I said apocalypse.
you said
And
apocalypse.
I started talking about zombies. Zombies. The only, I like the I Am Legend movie with Will Smith.
Oh yeah, but then it turned
was
out
interesting.
he
That
was
wasn't
the
necessarily
zombie
zombies.
and everyone else was the thing.
Nope. I don't think you know what you're talking about.
The alternate ending of I Am Legend.
There was an alternate ending?
Yeah, there was an alternate ending.
How does that work?
Well, it's
That
because
seems odd.
he's got the antidote, but then he realizes that there's like something human about the creatures that he's killing, and so he's like, "Oh no, I haven't been like saving humanity. I've been committing genocide." And then I think he like goes down with the ship.
Huh.
What's been going on with your life, Jordan?
So leave that. Nothing much really. I've been kind of hanging out, working,
Down the street,
same old work.
you did last
Find a
week.
different job. What I thought it was yeah. I don't know.
Not a thing to do but talk to you. We're all
yeah.
alright.
Have you been watching
We're all
that 70s show?
alright. Thank you, Wisconsin. No.
Where did that come from?
Because you just said you were hanging out, and then I just said down the street.
Oh yeah, I guess you're right.
That was the perfect time to sing That's 70s show.
I haven't heard that. I haven't watched that movie in a long, or that show in a long
Well,
time.
neither have I, but it's ingrained in my memory because I just happen to have a semi-eidetic memory.
A what?
Oh, never mind. Anything else that's been going on with you?
That's a long word. Why are you being so facetious tonight?
Oh, vocabulary. Oh.
All right. What did you ask?
I was asking what else has been going on.
I don't know. By talking to some girls.
Ooh, spill us the tea, Jordan.
There's not much right now. I'll tell you, start something. I'll tell you. I'm sure.
Okay, you'll tell all of our dozens of listeners as well, huh?
Dozens. I think it's less than dozens. Maybe a dozen.
A dozen.
One of our 8 dozen subscribers.
Cheaper by the dozen, starring Steve Martin.
Oh god, I haven't seen that movie in a long time. Can you imagine having a dozen kids?
No.
I don't know if you could handle that. I don't know what kind of dad you'd be.
Maybe I wouldn't be a dad at all. Have you considered that, maybe?
Whoa. You're right. You just blew my mind.
You need to uproot yourself from Western societal norms about men.
Yeah, I mean, you'd be a pretty big loser if you didn't have any kids.
What?
Imagine that. You wouldn't have any offspring or anything.
Who cares?
Once you're...
Who cares? Some people's priority are not repopulating the planet. It's not their job.
You'll die and there'll be nobody walking in your wake.
So?
You'll be the last of your kind.
People who say,
Unless
like...
your brother has kids, I guess.
People who say that the only reason they want kids is they want someone to take care of them when they're old is kind of messed up.
Oh, I just want offspring.
Why?
So tell my tale when I'm gone.
Will they inherit the podcast? Will I have to, like, shoot the breeze with your offspring?
You'll be like 70 or 80 by that point. Why would you still be doing the podcast at that point?
Yeah, maybe I'd become a famous artist or something, or working for a DreamWorks or something, or dismantling capitalism.
DreamWorks. They'd be going pretty far. I don't think they hire artists, do they? I thought they only hired animators. I guess you got concept art.
Yeah, you gotta have artists in order to get the art to animate, you know?
Well, if you want to do that, then go for it.
Yeah.
I don't know how you get into that. Do you just, like, draw something and then, like, send it into them?
Yeah, there's like, well, first you have to have a portfolio of work that they're interested in. Sometimes an artist's, like, portfolio doesn't match what, like, a company or a show is trying to do. So they just have to, like, be selective with it, and then you just do work, some projects require you to do, like, a test, or, like, a style test to see if you can match the style of the show or movie, or they want you to do a storyboarding test, which means they give you a section of script and they make you board it out, like, not fully animated, but just, like, draw key pictures, key animation.
Have you gone for something like that?
Maybe. I don't know.
You should make a really good portfolio.
Yeah.
Send it in to people.
Yeah.
I mean, you can just send it in to a bunch of people, I imagine.
Yeah, I mean, not many people, like, just admit cold portfolios unless you're, like, at a convention or something and they're doing portfolio reviews.
Portfolio reviews. Have you ever wanted to join a specific studio?
Not really. I haven't looked into it that much. A specific studio, I don't want to be tied down.
What does that mean? I think once someone hires you, you're kind of tied down, I would imagine.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, if you make a good enough drawings, you could probably go off of Patreon or something, I'd imagine.
Perhaps, yeah. Anyways.
Let's get into the VGAs.
Yeah. Da da da.
Well, before
da,
we do
da.
that, hold on. Before we do that, guess what Counter-Strike has?
Does it have ponies?
No. But it is free to play now. And they've added, of course, a Battle Royale mode, because who doesn't have a Battle Royale mode anymore?
I thought CSGO was already free to play.
No, I guess they only made it free to play recently.
Ah.
Of course, they only did it so that they could jump in on the Battle Royale craze and do that. But honestly, it's nothing. I actually played one match, and it's nothing impressive.
Why is it?
It's not big. It's only like 16 players. I don't really understand what the point of it is. It seems like a pointless thing to add just so they can try and make more money.
You gotta put the check on the check mark.
They don't make anything else anymore. They may as well try and jump on the bandwagon and make it everything else popular.
Yeah, maybe they'll get the few, like, 16-year-olds who still play it, hook, line, and sinker.
16? I think you're going a little too high on that one. It's more like 11-year-olds who plays this kind of crap now.
Well, I wanted to be generous.
That's why I say crap.
No,
Alright.
no shade to any of you
VGAs.
11-year-olds out there listening.
Yeah, just if you play Fortnite.
Okay, so the first thing we gotta talk
Objection.
about from the VGAs, the jokes. Because
Uh-oh.
there were a lot of them. I've just distilled it into these 4 very important ones, so you don't have to listen to any of the other talking. Number 1, Pokemon and Jacksepticeye presenting the award for Best Narrative Game. I just think that's a weird combination to have. Pokemon is a League of Legends streamer, and Jacksepticeye, as you know, is a YouTuber who games. I mean, they're both
Very
YouTubers
loudly.
who game.
Very loudly.
Yes.
I don't know about the other ones.
He's
but
like,
the other ones-
top of the morning to you.
I don't know what the appeal of someone screaming is. I was trying to watch a YouTuber play something, and all I did is scream the whole time. I was like, I don't even. This isn't enjoyable.
Yeah, it was
understand what-
honestly really surprising to hear him talk in like a quieter voice. It's just
Is
the
his hair
high.
still green?
Yeah, I know. I think he was just brown there,
Oh wow.
and I think it's just the high energy. People like to get hyped up. People like to see vicariously experience games. So if the Let's Player is hyped up about it, they're going to be hyped up about it.
I suppose so. I don't know.
Yeah. So there's nothing.
They always
There
sound
wasn't.
like people.
There wasn't inherently anything funny about them presenting the award. I just thought it was. I thought it was a charming combination of people to present it. Oh yeah, Pokemon.
I mean, I don't know. They've better than what it used to be, because it used to be response to celebrities who didn't give a crap about games or anything like that.
Oh yeah, Jennifer Aniston presents the best multiplayer game.
Oh god. I don't think they'll do that anymore, thank goodness.
Next joke. Ninja and Pepe from the Muppets do a bit together. So Ninja, as you know, is the famous Fortnite streamer, and he and Pepe were presenting the award for.
Wait, why the Muppets?
I don't know.
Where are Muppets popular right now?
That's a very complicated question. So the Muppets are kind of in limbo at the moment because their TV show was canceled from ABC. And they're still owned by Disney, and Disney just needs excuses to put them everywhere. I don't know why. Well, maybe the Muppets love gaming, you know?
Right.
Actually, no.
Puppets.
Pepe was there, but he wasn't really interested in any of the awards. He just wanted to take selfies.
I read Pepe and I was like, oh yeah, that meme frog thing.
No, it's the shrimp.
No,
The shrimp with the red
Oh.
hair.
I think Pepe's been banned from everything though, so.
Even the creator of Pepe killed him so that he wouldn't be used by alt-right fascists.
This is so the weirdest meme.
Yeah, rest in
Get a
peace,
racist.
Pepe.
Pepe is dead.
Yeah, that was a pretty funny bit. Ninja seemed like he didn't know what was going on at all, and he was very concerned. But he was still a good sport, and he still maintained the illusion that Pepe is a real living being that exists in the real world that takes selfies of the crowd.
I wouldn't have agreed to something like that. I mean, Ninja's rich. What does he need to do skits for?
I don't know, to entertain the
Give me
masses.
the word, get out.
If he didn't comply with the Muppets, they would have surely destroyed him from behind the scenes.
I don't know. I feel like streaming's such an easy job compared to like a YouTuber or something like that. Or at least some creators. Well, anyways, I'll get into that later with one of the notable stuff.
Okay, next joke. The when they were presenting the best acting performance award,
Yeah.
one of the hosts was like, we all come together with just the movement of an analog stick, and then the other host was like, actually, I use a mouse and keyboard, and then it was very funny. Everyone laughed at that joke. And then next joke, the last joke on my list, when they were presenting the award for best esports player, he said, the people you see before in this award are like the LeBron James of sitting. And that was a pretty funny joke.
Too bad no one that actually goes to that award show knows anything about LeBron James. How many people do you actually think watch basketball?
Yeah, a more fair equivalent would be like, I don't know sports. The Tim Tebow of sitting, the Michael Jordan of sitting. I think Michael Jordan would have been better because he plays golf and he plays basketball with the Looney Tunes. Everyone knows who Michael Jordan is.
Jonathan, I hate to break to you, but that wasn't real.
What?
Yeah, I'm sorry. The Looney Tunes aren't real.
What? I'm sorry. You're just breaking up. What are you saying?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Am I breaking up?
Yeah, you're breaking up. I can't hear what you're saying.
What are you talking about? Get out of here. These are world crashing Jonathan around you.
What? What? I can't hear you. I'm too busy believing that the Looney Tunes are real living people.
You're believing. Jonathan, I'm afraid to tell you Santa Claus isn't real either.
What?
I sure hope no 10-year-olds are watching. Hey, Jonathan, when did you learn Santa Claus wasn't real?
When I was 10.
Was it? I feel like it was around that time, too.
Yeah.
Somebody told me at school, and I, forced my dad to tell me if it was real or not.
Oh. I never asked.
What happened? You just assumed.
Yeah. Because most of my presents would be marked with Santa Claus, but it was actually one of my family members who did it.
Yeah, I saw that with my under our tree. It just says from Santa. I'm like, you can't do that yet. Yeah, wait till on Christmas Day, and then they can't be wrapped up. Way to ruin the immersion.
Way to ruin capitalism.
Dad. If you had kids, would you tell them about Santa Claus?
No.
You don't think so?
I don't know. It's just such an artifice used to just used to sell Coca-Cola bottles.
But you believed in Santa Claus, and you still came out alright.
Yeah, I did believe in Santa Claus. And I don't know, I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that part of my life.
Well, there you go. There's your answer right there.
I think there are ways to make your Christmas magical outside of a guy in a big red suit delivering presents all around the world. I think you can participate in the mythos, but you should make your own mythos. You should make your own eldritch being, and every household should have their own unique power that they call upon during the holiday season.
Where in the world is this going? Is he an eldritch being?
Yeah, Santa is an eldritch being.
I don't know about that.
Thousands of years old, has a magical bag that transmogrifies physical properties of the real world, has
People are saying that he was Satan as well.
transcends time and space. In this one movie, he actually is like a demon.
No, not demon. Satan.
Satan, because if you flip the letters around, Santa becomes Satan.
Well, it's also like his favorite color is red.
Who says
And he
Satan
punishes
likes
bad people.
red? I feel like Satan would like blue or gray or beige.
Blue.
Yeah, don't you know? The lowest circle of hell is ice. It's pure ice. It's the coldest thing in the world.
I'm pretty sure hell is just your worst fear incarnate.
Not
And you have to deal with that for the rest of your life.
according to Dante.
Well, you know, everyone has their own opinion on hell.
You know what else is hell? All of these trailers that came out of this.
How's that hell?
Because there's so many games to look forward to, and you can't play all of them.
You won't play any of these games.
No, I can play some of them.
No. Hey, Far Cry New Dawn.
Yeah, very
I don't know
interesting.
much about Far Cry, I would imagine.
I don't actually. I know that there are very scary people. I know that there's a lot of adventure involved. That's it.
Looks like it's from Far Cry 5, I would say.
Yeah, it is. It does look like a continuation because that one
shoot.
cult leader was like, "I thought I was leading it into paradise. I was wrong."
Well, I don't know. It's kind of weird because it shows the nukes going off, which is what happened before. So that's what I wasn't exactly sure what was going on.
I like the character designs. I think they're much more striking than some of the other ones, than some other main characters. I don't know if they're the main characters or not, but they are certainly make a statement.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people were making jokes about it being like an offshoot of Fallout 76. How terrible that game did. Everyone's like, oh, this is the replacement, basically.
Don't judge
I
a
don't
book
know.
by its cover.
Hey, did you see about the bag stuff going on with Fallout 76?
Oh yes, I've been reading the fluff pieces.
They really screwed up that game, didn't they?
Yeah, I know. It could have been great, but nope.
But I don't know. It looks interesting. I don't know if I'm gonna get it though. Depends on the reviews, I would say.
Yes, all of these
After
games.
Fallout 5, or Far Cry 5,
I feel like all of these games are just going to depend on the reviews.
Maybe. Is there anything you saw that you were interested in?
Yeah, the new Supergiant game is coming out. It's called Hades. Looks like it's the son of Hades trying to escape Hades. It's another isometric adventure action RPG. It looks like kind of in the same vein as as the previous games, Bastion, Transistor. Except for Pyre, that was like breaking the formula a little bit. I guess this is a return to form for them. As always, the art looks really interesting. The voice narration sounds pretty good for the most part. And the environments are really cool. It would just have to wait on the gameplay and the story, because I think art this I don't know. I watched like a playthrough of Transistor, and that was really good. And Bastion was good as well, but sometimes some of the story beats just sort of like fell flat to me. So I really praise more of their art direction and just the atmosphere they build in their environments. So that's what I'm looking forward to in that game.
Oh yeah, Jonathan, you forgot to add Mortal Kombat 11 is coming out.
I was not interested, so I thought I'd just...
Well, yeah, that was a big announcement. Everyone was excited about that.
Not
Had,
me.
like, random rap music involved in it. That was a little jarring, I would say.
If you're interested in it, you can talk about
That was
it.
weird.
I
Just saying. Mortal Kombat 11 was announced, and the last 10, I don't remember when that came out, 4 years ago or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, you say that, but you're supposed to be a news journalist, Jonathan. You're supposed to be interested in all this kind of stuff.
All of it?
You're supposed to discuss it, at least.
I suppose.
Otherwise, we can just call this podcast the Random Podcast. Talk about whatever the heck we want to talk about.
I mean,
Thought about that before.
isn't it already
I feel like that'd be a lot
that?
of fun. I feel like that'd be fun. Just talk about whatever you want to talk about.
Whatever, but we already do that, Jordan.
There is. I know, but there's no topics or anything. Just kind of everything comes up. It's just the three of us mumbling about shit none of us care.
The three of us? Who's the third person?
Oh, wait. I don't know.
The
Why
secret
am I
third member of Drawn to Games. It's
Don't
our
know what it is
marketing.
yet.
It's our marketing manager.
God. Remember that joke we were gonna do and it never came forward?
Oh, I wish it came forward. There's still time. There's still time for him to make an appearance.
Well, we recorded it, but sadly my audio didn't record.
Well, it
So now I've done that twice.
well it
so-
did record, but you just didn't want to do the effects on it.
No, I didn't record.
Oh, I see. I see.
Yeah, that's what happens. So the whole thing was messed up, and I didn't want to do a second take on that.
Well, no, we gotta work together. We're a team, a crash team racing.
Wow, good transition.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, they're remaking Crash Team Racing, and then it's gonna be called Nitro Fuel.
Raging.
Yeah, you will rage a lot in this game because it is quite challenging.
You ever like smash your head against the wall? You're so mad about something.
Yes.
I've hit myself before. I was mad about something. I think as far as I've gone, besides getting headbutted, but
Does this have something to do with Crash Team Racing?
just transition into nothing.
The
Crash Team Racing. I don't know. I played the remasters. I only
what?
played three. The remasters of the original Crash series.
Oh yeah.
And I like 3 a lot. I haven't beaten the other 2 though, but I'll go back to them eventually. I don't really know if I care about this enough. I've never been a kart kind of guy.
No,
I know you like that kind of stuff more than I do.
Mario Kart, not even.
Not really.
Oh.
I've never been a Nintendo big fan. What are you complaining about? You don't play half the games I play about.
Yeah, I know. It feels.
Bitch about you.
We really should find something in common.
What do we have in common? I mean, really. Other than arguing with each other on the podcast.
It's our differences make us stronger,
Is that how it works?
etc., etc. Yeah, I'm excited to play this. I hope they don't bring the bikini babes back because they were very frightening in the original game on the PS1.
Oh, are they bringing this to the Nintendo Switch?
I don't know.
Well, then you won't even be able to play it.
I feel like they will since Crash and Spyro. Well, no, not Spyro.
No, that's on PlayStation Online.
Oh, never mind.
But Crash isn't on the Switch, is it?
I don't.
The original
No,
trailer?
it's not. I was misremembering.
You're misremembering. I see how it is. Maybe I can visit Crash Team Racing in the Outer Worlds.
Yeah, they do go into space.
Speaking of the Outer Worlds.
Yeah, it's the new
Outer Worlds
game.
from the original team of Fallout and New Vegas. You know, the good ones.
Yeah,
Fallout. Which Fallout? Just the original.
the original Fallout. They wanted
Well, Fallout 3 wasn't bad.
they explicitly said like Fallout and Fallout New Vegas, just so you know, it's those guys who are making it.
Well, there wasn't much gameplay. It was only like a cinematic kind of trailer.
Yeah,
So
I like the environment though. It kind of looks kind of like Fallout, but a lot more whimsical. It's like how
A lot more
sci-fi
quirky.
should be.
I mean, it can be dark sometimes.
It can be, but there's just there needs to be. I think there needs to be more whimsy in sci-fi depictions of future and space travel.
The graphics look really good on it. I'll say that.
So far, yeah. Who knows what it'll look like during the final stages of development?
Well, I don't know. I mean, we're kind of reaching the era now where things start looking really good and look very much like the trailers look.
Trailers aren't everything, you know. They're still in development while the trailer is out, so there's always like touch-ups to be made, puddles to be removed, you know, that kind of thing.
Hey, I get that reference.
Oh.
Too bad I never played that game.
Oh yeah, I don't care about
Awesome.
this, but it is a very important announcement. I see
Well, hold on. We gotta have a transition.
a transition.
You gotta think of something. I don't know. This Outer Worlds game looks pretty psycho nuts to me. Speaking of Psychonauts,
Yeah,
Psychonauts 2.
Psychonauts 2 came out. I've never played Psychonauts, but it's been 10 years since the original. So, I think that's worth mentioning.
was it on the Xbox or something. I don't really remember.
Xbox, PS2.
But that's a popular thing nowadays to bring back franchises people cared about and announcing it. And that's
Well, it's
all everyone
things that
cares
should
about.
have gotten a sequel, but are suddenly getting sequels for whatever reason. Why?
And then it'll come out and it'll be terrible for some reason, and no one will care. Sounds about right.
Please pray for Psychonauts 2.
Should I pray for Psychonauts 2? Do I really care enough to pray for it?
I mean, if you want, it's just a suggestion.
Jonathan, you're such a joker.
Yeah. You know who's a bigger joker?
Who's that?
Joker from Persona 5, who is now in
What?
Smash Brothers.
Yo, what?
Yeah, I
He's in
know,
Smash
right?
Brothers.
Yeah,
You gotta be kidding me.
I know, right? He was announced as the first DLC character in their line of
Jonathan,
DLC
is
characters.
this a joke?
No, it's not a joke. I'm not even trying to steal your thunder.
Stole my thunder.
Cause
Thunder.
no, because Persona 5 is about Phantom Thieves and they steal things.
I need to play Persona 5. I've yet to play that. But I've heard it's really good.
Yeah, it is. It is quite a well-made game.
Have you played it?
No, I watched a playthrough of it because it's too long.
Yeah, I need to jump into it at some point. I don't know. I'll have to add it to my wish list that has 40 games in it already.
Yeah, it's
I
now.
haven't played yet.
I think this has given a resurgence in the Smash fandom because now that Joker, a character from Atlas, an anime teen boy from an entirely different game company's franchise, has been chosen for Smash Brothers of all things, anyone could be in the next DLC roster.
Anyone?
Anyone.
Maybe even like a campfire?
Maybe.
Speaking of campfires, apparently the No Man's Skies creators are making something called The Last Campfire.
Yeah, it looks really
I didn't even
cute.
see this one.
It's like a bunch of little, like, hooded people. Or it kind of looks like the people, or the wanderers from Journey. Those kinds, with the cloaks on their heads, and they got beady little eyes.
That was such an interesting game.
Yeah.
Journey. I mean, yeah, it's so interesting to have like a co-op partner. You don't know who it is. You just kind of experience the game by yourself.
Yeah.
That's an interesting concept. You don't even say their name or anything, right? Just sort of happens.
Yeah.
That's so interesting.
Yes, but that's Journey, and this is Last Campfire.
You didn't even put a trailer in here, so I can't even see it.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, not you. I'm looking at the trailer thing.
Oh.
But I don't
It
know.
was pretty
I guess
short.
they're going back to small games after their fiasco that was No Man's Skies.
Yeah, sometimes it's good to take a step back. Focus on a smaller project before you tackle another big one.
Oh, I would imagine. They kind of jumped into the last game. They overhyped it, and then they exploded in their face. I don't know, a lot of people were raging about that one.
Oh yeah, it was
Speaking of
the sequel of Rage.
Rage 2 had another trailer. I don't know why I put this on here, but Rage 2 was, I don't know, it looks interesting. When is it coming? I need to look up when it's coming out. I might get it, actually. I played the first game. I didn't like it much, though. It's kind of bland. It's coming out in June, so it's still got a while. But, I don't know. I might pick it up. I know it says May 14th. I don't know why it says June here, but looks like it might be fun. I need a fun game to play.
Wasn't
Something
Rage
that's crazy.
that one game that was like really bad?
Oh yeah, they just made it as like a tech demo or something. They didn't really put any heart into it. But this game looks like it's just ridiculous enough. Have you seen any of the trailers?
No, I wasn't interested.
You should. It kind of looks crazy. Might be entertaining.
Might be entertaining.
Speaking of entertainment,
Guess who?
Jonathan, who's our sponsor today?
Our sponsor today is Generic Video Game Awards. Not to be confused with the Video Game Awards.
That's right, everyone. Generic Video Game Awards, not to be confused with Video Game Awards, is Generic's newest game awards, not to be confused with Video Game Awards. That's
Yeah,
right.
they got the award for the most generic video game awards in Generic Video Game Awards.
That's right. Instead of all the big games, now you can look at the most sort of normal games that have come out this year. Nothing that breaks boundaries or anything. Just something that's standard and like everything else you've ever played.
Yeah.
Whichever game is as normal as can be will win the Game Awards.
And then you...
Well, the generic Game Awards, I should say, not to be confused with Video Game Awards, trademark.
Of course, that's after the fight to the death between all of the companies that are participating.
We're not. Who's participating in the generic Video Game Awards? Not to be confused with Video Game Awards.
Donkey Kong.
That's a developer?
Yeah, it's DK Games.
How do they call themselves that?
The donkey is spelled like donkey, like don with an I, donkey.
Wouldn't it be Dinky?
No, Donki, donkey.
Why not DANK? Dinky Kong.
Danky Kang.
Because he's so dank.
Yeah, Danky Kang Games. White Desk Games. The Foam Collective. All of those guys are gonna have to fight each other, solve a murder mystery, and escape with their lives. And whoever wins gets to be on the Game Awards.
What kind of award show is this?
People want blood, Jordan. This is just what they want.
Oh, wow, apparently generic Video Game Awards, not to be confused with Video Game Awards, is very complicated.
It's much more interesting than the regular Video Game Awards.
Not to be confused with generic Video Game Awards.
And wouldn't you know it, they have merch. You can buy you can buy the limbs of all of the contestants who couldn't quite make it, or teeth.
Apparently we're doing murder now. I don't know. The sponsorship has been going very crazy, I feel like.
Christmas is the color of red, the color of blood.
Oh, God, blood.
The color of revolution.
I don't know if you want to get your tickets to this show now. You may end up dead.
But you can buy all of the merch from it for just a simple flat shipping rate of $29.99.
That's right. And the cost of the cheapest shirt is $399.99.
And if you want,
using our coupon code, you'll add an extra $150 on top of that.
And you'll even get a free jar of teeth.
That's right. I mean, yeah. When you really think about it, it's a bargain.
Generic Video Game Awards.
Not to be confused with Video Game Awards.
Before we talk about the generic video game winners, we're not going to talk about the generic video game award winners. We're going to talk about the regular video game award winners. All of those bright-eyed people who worked their hardest to be recognized in front of this esteemed board of colleagues and industry professionals and children.
I don't think they have a community voting. Do they?
I mean, they have to had, like... Well, I mean, there was, like, community voting for some of the awards, some of the minor awards, but for this one, I think they're all board-picked. Or the ones that I picked. There were more winners, but these were just the ones that are notable. To me, anyway.
Quote. Well, who is notable to you, Jonathan? Who won Best Esports?
Overwatch.
I'm curious. Wow, surprise.
You thought it was Fortnite, but it was Overwatch.
I don't see many Twitch streams about Overwatch, though. Not anymore. I like esports. I see most like a Counter-Strike and stuff like that.
Maybe Fortnite isn't a real esport. It was nominated, but Overwatch is like the quintessential esport.
I mean, what does esports technically stand for?
Electronic sport. You play in a team.
Yeah, so Overwatch, Fortnite. I guess you could technically count it as that. I may not like Fortnite, but may as well consider it as something.
Best winner of the night has got to be Red Dead Redemption 2. It won the most awards.
And yet somehow didn't win Game of the Year.
Yeah, I know. That's weird, right? It won Best Narrative, Best Score/Music, Best Performance, the role of Arthur Morgan played by Roger Clark, and Best Audio Design.
Yeah, best story, which is still very odd, but
Didn't you say the story was really good, Jordan?
oh no, I meant for not winning the Game of the Year.
Oh, okay.
That it beat out God of or didn't beat out God of War, but anyways, we'll get to there eventually.
Do you agree with all of these awards, Jordan? Do you think R2D, R2D2, R2DR deserved all these rewards?
I didn't know there was a new DRD, or what is it, DDR? Dance Dance Revolution 2. That does have the best score in music. When did DDR die? That was a long time ago.
Oh, I miss DDR. Why isn't it at the Game Awards?
What DDR? Have you played DDR?
Yeah, I love DDR. I'm not good at it,
Never
but
made it. If you practice more,
it costs,
you practice dancing.
it costs quarters to play.
You could always buy the home version.
I could.
The crappy format. I don't know. I agree with most of this. He was a really good voice actor, Roger Clark. He did a dang good job, and had really good music too, and a really good story. I enjoyed the path it took, and I'm sure there's a lot of side stories and everything I didn't play. So
Yeah, it's like
Blame
when you
myself for
pet
that.
your horse, it plays a sound that sounds like you petting a horse. It's really good audio design.
I don't know what you're talking about. And there's horse balls. So game of the year? No.
Speaking of balls, guess who is Content
God.
Creator of the Year?
What's with your hate and Ninja?
I don't hate Ninja. He's just... Yeah, it was Ninja. Ha ha ha. No, I mean, he's just... I don't know. There were better content creators.
I agree. He's not a content creator, though. I thought he just streamed.
He streams, therefore it is a creative act of interacting with people, therefore it is creative. It is generating some form of content.
I don't think so. Because people edit videos and stuff like that. If you just press stream, that's it.
But I don't know.
That's not.
Yeah.
He definitely does not deserve that. I've seen much better people work hard. I would give it to somebody who actually edits their videos and works hard on stuff like that.
Yeah. And also his comment, I will never get over his comment about I don't stream with girls because then it would make my wife upset.
I mean, you can respect that in some ways, I guess.
I can understand the place where it's coming from, but that's not.
That's a bit odd.
Yeah, it is odd.
I'm sure 12-year-old boys don't care though.
Yeah.
His hair is green. He's cool. I wish he was my big brother.
He's Pepe the shrimp took a selfie with him. I immediately love him.
His hair looks like Pepe took a shit on his head.
Whoa.
Whoa. Anyways,
this is just this is just an aside, but Florence won Best Mobile Game of the Year.
Shit, Florence?
No, it was not.
No,
It was not that. I didn't play that, but I wanted to say that Donut County was nominated for Best Mobile Game of the Year, and I did play that. So, just wanted to give a shout out to Donut County. You guys are great.
Shout out. Give him a shout out, Jonathan.
Shout out. Well, Donut County wasn't Game of the Year, but it was Game of the Year.
In your heart.
Yeah.
Mostly. Speaking of Game of the Year, the lamest transition you could ever do on your time. Obvious transition.
I couldn't find it in my heart to transition.
Actually, let's not do Game of the Year first. Let's move on because I don't know why Jonathan added this before
Well,
the rest of the awards.
This was just in the order it was doing it.
Let's talk about the gay furry black man.
Oh yeah, the
who
best esports player,
Esports
Sonic
player.
Fox.
Oh god, you want to talk about the cringiest part of that whole thing?
What? That wasn't cringy. That was really great.
Okay, come on. It was a little cringy walking out in a costume.
Well, he always wears his costume though.
Oh god.
You never seen him play with his fursuit on? He's pretty
I'm not
incredible.
getting into this.
What?
I'm not getting into this.
What?
Oh, nothing. Oh, good for him. What's wrong?
I'm sorry, you cut out for a second. What?
No. I said good for him.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say to that.
Good on you, Sonic Fox. You're my hero.
Alright. Anyways. What is these last couple? Just other winners?
This last couple? No, these were the global gaming the gaming global citizens they were recognizing. They, I don't know, they thought this was really nice. They just highlighted a bunch of different organizations around the world, helping people make games more accessible. Able Games, helping people who are disabled, develop new technology so that they can play games. In Interactorium, which is like a video game development sort of mentorship / school for girls. And then there's also Pixel Art Game Academy, which is based in Pakistan, just providing kids with support to learn how to play and develop video games of their own and computer coding and whatnot.
Well, alright. Well, I guess we probably should have said that after. And the Game of the Year award was God of War. As I already kind of said before, so. Spoiler warning. I guess I already spoiled it, so it doesn't matter.
Did you play God of War?
I did play God of War. It's a little weird because it's mostly story, so I don't know how Red Dead lost since it won Best Story, but I guess the gameplay was a lot of fun in God of War, so. And it had a really good story. I mean, I don't care. It was either gonna be that or Red Dead that would win, so I'm good with either way.
Yeah, I feel like God of War, it's aesthetically pleasing, but it's thematically all over the place.
I guess so. At least Assassin's Creed Odyssey didn't win.
Yeah, I don't think it was even nominated.
Hold a minute. What?
I don't think it was even nominated, was it?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, it was. I guess it just slipped by. Oh, yeah, it got for Best Performance, yeah.
It didn't win any, so I don't even know how it got to Game of the Year. That would have been terrible if that won. I can't imagine. That piece of shit. And you wanted me to buy it. Oh yeah, and at the beginning they had everyone together on the stage. You forgot to mention that.
Everyone?
Well, they had the Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo people.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
That's a pretty big deal. Wonder how awkward that was.
I bet it was pretty awkward.
Yeah, they have to fight every time, but what are you gonna do? Oh yeah, and Fortnite did win an award for Best Ongoing Game.
Yeah.
So, before we go, we gotta give a shout out to our favorite game of all time. Fortnite. Hey Jonathan, you should do a Fortnite dance, we'll add it to the podcast. Oh man. I don't know why this game blew up so much. Or how long it's gonna take to die. Hey, remember when fidget spinners were big?
Yeah.
That died off pretty quick.
Yeah, I made
that was like a 3-month meme or something.
Yeah, I made a whole comic about it.
We need a podcast where we just talk about all the old memes that have died.
I feel like that's already a thing.
Well, let's see. We got fidget spinners. We have the Harlem Shake. You remember that one?
Oh yeah, that's a vintage one.
How old is that one?
Since 2012.
Man, we have. I think dabbing's died, kind of.
Kind of.
It's still a little bit around. Did we have any memes when we were kids? Like high school or something?
I'm Elephant the Elephant.
What was that one?
It was a commercial.
I don't remember that one. I don't think I paid attention to a lot of memes back then. I guess besides the Harlem Shake.
NSYNC.
Didn't someone do something at our school for Harlem Shake?
We did a Harlem Shake video.
Oh god. What, in one of your classes?
No, all of us did. The entire graduating class did a Harlem Shake. Do you not remember this?
No, I don't. It may not have been there.
Oh, you just blocked it from your memory.
And yet you kept it in your memory.
Yeah, they just corralled us into the gymnasium, and it was like, okay, we're doing a Harlem Shake. Ha ha! I didn't do the thing. I just spun around like an idiot.
Oh god, I wonder where that video is.
Probably on
that video.
Who knows?
Oh man. What was I thinking? I was gonna say something. I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, you didn't block that, but you blocked our banquet.
Yeah.
You know what we're gonna do for episode 50? We're gonna watch that video.
No.
That's gonna be very special.
No.
Why do you hate it so much? I don't understand.
I need 100 years before I can watch that video again.
I don't know why that hurts you so bad. You evolved beyond that point.
Yeah.
I don't think you'd be much better now, though. Anyways, let's jump into our interesting topic.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Hey, zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, let's talk about why you don't like Sonic Fox.
We're not getting into that.
Okay, well, I already
Didn't we already have that whole discussion on the one where everyone was mad at me?
And mad
the
at
heated topics episode.
mad at you.
That was a heated topics episode.
Yeah, but we didn't talk. We just talked about like how to raise kids, not.
We talked about furries.
Yeah, briefly, but I don't know how that's applicable to like Sonic Fox.
Oh, okay, well I'm not discussing that. Anyways.
Okay, well I already gave my answer. How would you survive in a zombie apocalypse?
I wouldn't. I'd be dead. That's the end of it.
Oh, okay. That was the topic, everyone. Very interesting.
I think if you stayed in your house, you'd be fine.
Just stay in your house. You'll be fine.
They couldn't attack you in your house. Unless they had a really good scent, I guess, and a bunch attacked your house at once.
Unless they have super fingers that can rip through horse skin.
Why horse skin?
That's what happens in The Walking Dead. They just grab a horse and then they just rip through its skin like it's paper. And horses have very tough skin.
Episode.
It's the very first episode of season 1.
Ooh, watched it in like 5 years. What do you want?
Okay, I want you to remember cultural references so we can play off of each other.
That's a specific reference, though. Can't remember every show we've ever seen.
Well then, I guess we should settle it in Smash.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Have you been playing Smash Brothers, Jonathan?
Yeah, I got Smash Brothers Ultimate and I've been playing it this entire weekend.
Wow. Why don't you tell me about it?
Well, it's good. It's real good. Quite a lot has changed since its last iteration. Of course, there are a lot more characters, but the mechanics feel a lot different. It feels good. It feels good to play. It's a lot more kinetic. The launch rates, like how you launch people, it feels like it's been reduced. So like you don't go, like when you launch someone, they don't go flying off immediately like in other games. And there's like less inertia, like it stops at a certain point. So it goes, like if it's high damage, you just go flying, and then eventually your momentum will stop, so the opponent can have some time to get back on there. But then there will be a point where it like freezes in slow motion, and your attack connects, and then that's when you know that your opponent is dead, and that feels really good. Graphically, it looks great. And I like unlocking all of the characters. As you may know, it only starts you out with 8 characters out of the 74 character roster, it was a little frustrating at first, but unlocking characters is pretty easy. And it just gave me the chance to like practice and play with all of the other characters that I wasn't really good at. So then I could find more fun to play with Smash Ultimate with everyone. And I also tried the online too, and it's okay so far. When I was playing with friends, I didn't experience any lag at all, but when I was playing online with just complete strangers, it wasn't super great. There was still lag. I'm on the free trial right now of Nintendo's online service, so maybe that's why. Maybe they'll only give me the good bandwidth if I start paying for it. But I anticipate a lot of fun with it in the coming days. I haven't dug into the single player campaign yet because I just want to hold off on that until I unlock all of the characters because I'm neurotic like that. But I'm excited. I'm excited for what this game has in store, and I think everyone should fight me. This is a personal call out to everyone who's listening right now. Settle in and smash with me. I desire fights. Thank you. Did
What
you
would you get out of?
did you just mute my entire conversation or something?
No, I heard what you're talking about.
Okay.
I just don't want my clicking keys to be heard the entire time.
Okay.
How many Jonathans would you give it out of?
I give it
Jonathans.
I give it 9 Jonathans out of 10
out
Jonathans.
Of 53. Wow, how bland. Not anything unique or anything.
Nope.
Lame.
It's just that good. I'm still surprised why you don't want it, since you have a Switch that you don't use.
The good news is my Switch still works. So
Oh, that's good.
we can confirm that at least.
Give me your
Even
friend
though
code.
Even though the left Joy-Con is broken,
Oh no.
but it's because the cat knocked it over. So don't blame me. I don't know what my friend code is. There's no point. I don't have any games on it right now.
Oh, just so I can voice chat with you on the Nintendo Switch Online mobile app.
I am not playing for Nintendo Online. Don't you play with your brother?
Well, he doesn't have a Switch.
I know. I guess he can't really afford it. How long has it been since you've seen him?
It's been like a year.
Wow, that's crazy. Doesn't he come home or anything?
Well, he's coming home for Christmas, so like, that's that.
We're getting into like family discussion all of a sudden.
Uh-huh. That's
Wow,
what
John
I'm
doesn't
saying.
see
We
his
already
brother.
talk about whatever we want on this podcast, so what's the point
Of what?
of starting another podcast where we just talk about whatever we want?
Oh, yeah. We just have a topic list. That's one of the last podcasts we had like 30 minutes of just random conversation. I don't remember what it was about. I'm talking to girls. I'm distracted. I can't help myself.
Oh my god, are you on Tinder right now?
I'm not on Tinder. I don't use Tinder.
Are you on
I use a different
OkCupid,
app.
Christian Mingle, Match.com,
Nope.
Grinder?
I don't think you know the one I'm on. Oh god, Grinder. I'm not that kind of guy. I'm afraid. I'm not here for a one-time stand, Jonathan.
Oh,
I'm here for the long haul. I don't move to Colorado and never come back. Specifically, Colorado.
Well, that's good to know.
For the 50th episode, we can respond. We can react to my old podcast episodes.
React to my all. Just
terrible, man.
listen to 17 hours of material. No, 49 hours of material.
From what? It was not that long ago. They were like 10 minutes long.
Oh, you're talking about your old podcast. I thought you meant like this
2012
old episodes of Drawn to Games.
react to. We can't react to those. That'd be like episode 100. We react to like our first episode.
Just turn on and just listen to an entire hour-long podcast.
God, what's it called? Reaction. Well, I mean, one day we'll have a live episode when we have enough viewers. That'll be a fun podcast. Of course, I was thinking for episode 50 we'd do a Q&A or something.
Sometimes things that are live are not alive. You get what I'm saying?
I have no idea what you're talking about. I think you're going crazy.
I think I've just got steam coming out of my ears.
That's my best Steam impression.
Oh, come on. You can do better than that.
Don't think I can do better than that. I'm too tired. Wow. Yeah, that was way better.
Gotta have tried harder than that.
That's how tired are you? I think you're tireder than I am.
I'm not tireder.
Maybe we should record during the day if any of us didn't have jobs. We're too
Sorry, I
busy
had.
discussing our podcast.
Just get to your game.
What are we talking about? We're all too drunk on the podcast.
Steamworld.
Speaking of steam coming out of your ear, oh, that's what you were trying to do.
That's what I was trying to do. That's why else would I say steam was coming out of my ear?
Steam coming out of Jonathan's ears. Steamworld Dig 1 and 2. Which I just put Steamworld 1 and 2, but it's Steamworld Dig 1 and 2. I haven't played the first one since like a year or so, but I really enjoyed it. You kind of just keep digging. There's sort of a story going on and stuff like that. You collect diamonds and gold, you sell it, get money, you upgrade yourself, things like that. And you go through the story, and you meet characters and stuff like that, and there's bosses. And you keep digging until the end of the game, and then that's the end of the game. But it lasted about 7 or 8 hours long, I believe. I don't know. But it was like 8 hours long experience. It was pretty good. It's an indie game. And now I'm playing through 2, and there's just basically more abilities and more variety in the levels. The original one, I don't exactly remember. I don't think there was a whole lot of variety, but it was still a lot of fun. Whereas this game has a lot more variety in the items and levels. You can go into like a jungly type of area, temples kind of stuff, just stuff like that. Basically, you have a fist, there's a jetpack now. There's a lot more people to discuss and talk with. It's just a lot more variety.
Wait,
than the first game.
Discuss and talk with? Is this a multiplayer game, or is it NPCs?
No NPCs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just NPCs. There's no co-op or anything like that. It was on the Switch at first, though, but now it's on everything. I don't remember how long it was on the Switch by itself. I think like 6 months or something. But basically, what I'm doing now is I'm playing through these games, and what I did was the first game as I played through the entire thing with Christmas music on the background. That's what I'm doing with this game. That's my tradition, Jonathan. Metroidvania-mas. I can never say that word right. I mean, how do you really combine Metroidvania and Christmas and make it sound right?
Metroidvania.
Well, it could be, I guess, Christmania. That would actually work pretty well.
Chrismania. That just sounds like you're crazy about people named Chris.
Chrismania. I mean, Chris is pretty cute. It went silent.
Yeah, it just...
And by the way, anyways, I don't know. They're good. I give Steamworld Dig 1 a 53 out of 53 and a quarter. And I give Steamworld Dig 2 a 34 and 35 and a quarter. Take those numbers as you will.
They'll take those numbers and put them in a corner. Jonathan's corner.
Game's corner. Oh, I ruined the transition. What was that, Jonathan?
What was
Jonathan's corner.
Kissing her till she cries. Laughing when her ear touches her eyes. Oh, I can never understand you. No, I could never understand you. I deserve to be understood myself, and I want to. What's left when I take away the part of you that makes people want to accompany you? Nothing. I said nothing. Stop reading into what I have to say when I'm actually meaning something this time. The tip of a plane in an old country, black tipped and made of steel. All held in paper scenes, the kind of things you make to action. say that you want to. Cigarettes disappears, and I can no longer smell it. The freckles on the belly of HS, that's enough for a classic. 1, 2, 3, go. He might not understand the way you're moving. She might not understand the way you're moving. They might not understand the way you're moving, moving, moving. I know you can be the kind of self-portrait who's got all the honesty, got all the honesty in the world. I know that you can't be the kind of self-portrait who's got all the honesty in the world. You've got it. You've got it. I know you can't be the kind of self-portrait who's got all the honesty, got all the honesty in the world. I know that you can't be the kind of self-portrait who's got all the honesty in the world. You got it. You got it. I know you can't be. I know you can't be. I know you can't be. I know you can't be the kind of self-portrait who's got all the honesty, got all the honesty in the world.
Oh my gosh, no, I want to do the transition this time.
It's too late now.
No, it's-
Hey, okay, we're back.
No, no. Go back. Go back in
You
time.
can't escape. You can't go back in time. Why do you want the transition?
Because
What are you
it's
gonna do
my
with it?
corner.
It is your corner, so I think I should have some impact on your corner. That's my stamping is my impact. It's like knocking on the corner door.
Knock, knock, knocking on my chamber door.
Hey, Jonathan, are you in there? It's time for your corner.
And
We need a door sound effect to open and then...
and then a raven comes out, and then it starts saying nevermore.
Nevermore. Don't come in here. It's only Jonathan's corner.
Well, that, I think, wraps it up for this episode.
Wait,
I
I
hope
give you
you-
what you should draw.
What?
I'm willing to give you a lot of time for this drawing.
You mean like an hour and 10 minutes? Because that's
God.
that's how long this episode is right now. So it
It's not
can't...
very long. It's actually a pretty short podcast this time.
Yeah.
We apologize, everyone.
Don't apologize. This is like the regular length of a podcast. Usually it's no unnatural that it goes up to 2 hours. Unless it's your giant bomb and you
I don't
have
know
a
how long.
3-hour podcast.
Well, I've been doing this for over 10 years, so... We've been doing it for like 6 months. Though we are getting close, we are halfway to our 1-year anniversary. I don't even know what we can do for that.
You say we're getting close to our 1-year anniversary. It's only been 4 months since we started this.
4 months. So we started in July.
Was it July? I thought we started in August.
No, it was July because we did E3.
Oh, right. Okay.
5 months. Or almost 6 months. So we were about 6 months away. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed
Yeah, hope you
this
enjoyed.
episode.
As always, our music, intro music is by Pop Spirit. You can find more of their music on popspirit.net or on Bandcamp.
Bandicam, and you can follow us on Twitter and email us, I guess. And, well, we don't have a Facebook yet, do we?
No, we don't. I don't think we'll ever have a Facebook because I hate Facebook.
And you can always tweet at us at Drona Games, or Jonathan, how are you, right?
Yes.
Or It's Not a Lake 1985.
You can watch.
Which will all be in the description anyway.
You can watch Jordan play Twitch
Wow.
games
Maybe. If it ever happens one day.
on It's
Maybe
Not a
we'll come
Lake.
back. That's right. And of course, as we said before, we'll be Let's Plays starting up. Should be the beginning of January.
Yes.
We're still discussing what game we're going to play. We'll find something out, I'm sure.
Oh, by the way, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. All of our engagement ratings are going to be in the garbage because I put this all the way at the end instead of the beginning, reminding people to do that.
That's fine. Alright. Well, we hope you guys enjoy this Christmas special.
And we'll see
And we'll talk to
you
you.
in the next one.
See y'all later.
Bye, guys.